What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Trump announces David Sachs as White House AI and Crypto Czar. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson says David has a rich, accomplished background. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says he understands tech and will push Trump's pro-innovation plans. Dream team. Very exciting to see support from Brad Garlinghouse and Charles Hoskinson. I didn't know about David Sachs, but it looks like he has experience going all the way back to PayPal in the late 90s, companies that were acquired by Microsoft, and dabbling in crypto AI. So I think it's going to be a win-win for Bitcoin to everything beneath. So let's take a detailed look at Charles's response. Congratulations to David Sachs for taking on the role of crypto and AI at the White House. Given that they combine two extremely important roles into one mandate, it's refreshing to see someone with such a rich and accomplished background appointed to tackle the job. I know everyone in the industry looks forward to collaborating with David as he builds up the office, advisors, and testifies before the House and Senate to assist in the drafting of critical legislation that will end the regulation through enforcement era of the current administration. This is good. And so, guys, we're hearing the support from Brad. We're hearing support from Charles. And I think if it was a bad choice, Charles would have, spoken his mind. He's very blunt and direct. And we may see some subcommittees. Lest we forget, Charles spoke about, the czar, and now we see the czar, but also subcommittees in their respective expertise, DeFi, stablecoin sectors. So we may see something like that. We'll wait patiently to see. But I think it's going to be a win-win. Cardano whales bought over 100 million ADA just in the last 24 hours. So the momentum continues, guys. As we saw yesterday, but I put a post out today as well. World Mobile Spark AirNode launch sold out 4,000 total units, public and partners, in just 8 minutes combined. 8 minutes. Now, mind you, I think most of the trade volume is happening on Cardano. So sometimes when people say, well, why even talk about World Mobile? Because it increases our perceived authority, our product market fit, our brand, our narrative. The token still is on Cardano, right? Albeit multi-chain strategy. So I think they're just chasing their product market fit, and it's still a delight to have them have the contract on Cardano, and it's just great. There's also a lot of NFT volume, which we're going to take a look in just a moment. HashKey Capital. Bet you guys didn't expect this. Managing over 600 portfolio companies, many unicorn successful projects, includes Cardano ADA among the stars of altcoin season. So recently they were taking a look at the pumps going on and giving a nice mention to Cardano ADA. I think that's nice because contrary to the self-proclaimed Bitcoin maxis and the crazy KOLs, there are top blue chip companies that are giving us recognition and mentioning Cardano. It happens time and time again. Again, MEXC, right? Number 10 on CoinMarketCap for crypto exchanges. I don't use it personally. I'm not the biggest fan, but they have their product market fit. And they recently ranked Cardano ADA as the third most traded futures. Undeniable. Undeniable. Right close. Look at that. The ISO 20022 brothers, XRP, HBAR, ADA. Fantastic. This was a couple days ago. That's why I said recently. But again, the momentum continues. SNEK. What a fantastic infographic. Top memes by market cap. We got Shib, Pepe, Whiff, Bonk, Floki, Brett, SNEK. And I mentioned in yesterday's video, guys, I'm thinking about doing like a really high risk play. Throw in a few bands in there. So let me know about the meme coins you really like. Preferably on Cardano, but even if it's not on Cardano, that's fine. Let me know if you hold any of these. I really like Pepe. And I mean, SNEK is undeniable. And this just goes to show you the upside potential. If SHIB can run to 18 billion, I mean, that's a 30x just from SNEK's current valuation to Shiba. So just something to keep in mind. And Goofy Crisp says $4.5 million in 24-hour volume for SNEK just on Gateio alone. Just on Gateio. Just something to think about, right? Do with that what you will. GroveX, a smaller exchange, I believe, they listed SNEK, so it's nice to see. Nice to see some more recognition. And I think the big exchanges will come. It's just about timing. I think Kraken, and I check daily, guys, so if Kraken is going to do anything, you're going to hear about it first on X over at Angry Crypto Show. And we take a look every single day. But nothing yet. Nothing since they last kind of took a reply, kind of saying, hey, we're not going to spill the beans yet. JPEG Store, November was a huge month for Cardano NFTs. Here are the top 5 collections by volume. I mean, guys, we're not even in an NFT market. We're getting in the middle of altcoin season. NFT season is usually like way after altcoin season. To give you perspective, when Cardano reached its second all-time high in September of 2021, NFT season was really going crazy in January of the following year. Yeah, you had, crypto punks and apes and all that pumping, but like just seeing this volume right now is just insane. Monthly volume of 1.3 million ADA for World Mobile Earth Node. Okay, SNEK's going crazy, like almost 250,000 ADA. Just shows you the demand there. And that will tie into the next tweet in a moment. But first, just let's give a shout out and a thank you to Crypto Jebb. Make sure you subscribe to him. Make sure you're following him. He has a fantastic mindset and investor philosophy when it comes to Cardano XRP. Makes fantastic videos. Keeps it short. Keeps it very brief, but jam-packed with information. And he quote retweeted Angry. He's been retweeting Angry. So big shout out to him. He says, let's talk about it. Send me a DM and we'll make a video together. So maybe we'll see a future video with Crypto Jebb. Let me know what you guys think about that. Crypto Jebb X Angry Crypto Show. So that ties into a video he just made, hot and fresh. Crypto Jebb says Cardano ADA could rally between $3.50 to $5 conservatively, and as high as $8.70 this cycle. But he makes it clear like he's thinking most likely it's going to be rally past the old all-time high and then go kind of in that range. But he did say it can go as high as $8.70 this cycle, 2025, maybe later, but this cycle. Cardano's vastly more bullish now than it was 4 years ago. TVL is the highest it's ever been. Cardano never shut down and is most likely to get an ETF. And I really liked his analogy at the end. He's like, imagine if the bull run is a pond, right? And the Cardano frog is put in the pond. But this time it's a jumbo frog, right? And there's a lot of food in there as well. So you take that same person, put him in that situation, they do the same thing. You take a reinforced, galvanized person, which in our analogy's sake is DeFi, right? DEX volume, all the bustling ecosystem, delegated wallets, network effect, everything going on. It's just, the potential is going to be enormous. It's way more bullish. And that's why he says Cardano's vastly more bullish now than it was 4 years ago. Guys, we did 100x with not even a DEX. There's nothing. There wasn't anything you could really do. Compared to now, it's a massive contrast. Now, before we dive into taking a look at some prices and Bitcoin dominance, I just want to remind you guys that Cardano ADA, XRP, they're brothers, and I'll let him do the honor.
Oh, they're brothers.
Oh, all right.
Oh, they're brothers.
Oh, all right.
Classic. I don't know when we're going to finally get number 4, but I just keep waiting. It's kind of like crypto, So it's fantastic that we have these dips and yet we're just chilling at 1.2. Because if you guys scooped up a bag of ADA, since we've been covering ADA, you're already up like 3 to 4x. And you're waiting for the next leg up. You know what I'm saying? So in a pretty good situation. Look at that fabulous 1 month chart. Let's take a brief look at SNEK. Look at SNEK, guys. $621 million fully diluted valuation. Insanity. 1 month chart, crazy. 3 month chart, insane. So newer highs, and it's just looking really good. Let's go over to TradingView where we see Bitcoin dominance at 55.3%, ADA 1.97%. XRP pulled back a lot because a lot of people were perpetuating like that the stablecoin was going to be put out and released on the 4th, which turns out it's going to be a little bit longer. That wasn't correct. Maybe it's other factors as well. So there's that pullback, and I think the pullback is also because Bitcoin reached 100K, and now we're going to have some dips before we send it higher and higher. It's not going to be linear, but this is a fantastic loadout. Bitcoin at 98K, Bitcoin dominance 55%. We are at the beginning, and I think, guys, we may see this sort of tumble that we have. So this tumble that we had in 2021, going from March, that was like 2 months. in 2 months, we went anywhere from like 62% to 40%. We lost 20% Bitcoin dominance in the span of like 1.5 to 2 months. So I think this is going to be a crazy, crazy moment. High volatility, crazy dips, crazy runs. But I think the future is very bright for what's ahead. So taking a closer look, guys, especially people are sleeping on Litecoin. Because Litecoin, guys, again, I use that as a reference. I have some, but nowhere near the amount I have in ADA and XRP. But again, Litecoin only scratched 1/3 of its previous all-time high. Just something to think about. Do with that what you will. And so I'm really excited. I think that ADA, I have the same sentiment as Jebb. He also said he hasn't sold any of his ADA. I haven't sold any of my ADA either. I did sell 18% of my XRP bag when it was at 2.7. And that's just because I was holding since 2020. So I was waiting 5 years for that type of airdrop, if you will. So I don't think anything has to be mutually exclusive. I think sometimes a mistake people make is chasing green candles or selling everything all at once. But always remember, guys, when it comes to what I'm discussing on this channel, Cardano, XRP, I will always keep the transparency with you guys and let you know. I'm not going to sell my ADA bags on the down low and not mention it. If there comes a point where I think I want to take profits in Cardano ADA, then I will let you guys know what I plan on doing. But right now, I'm in Zen holding back mode. Sometimes the best course of action is inaction, and patience is one of the hardest things to do when it comes to trade and investment, because really the markets will expose your weakness and it's very emotional. But we know what we hold. I'm convinced that Cardano ADA is going to perform really well, and I share the same sort of sentiment that Crypto Jebb does. I can see why it's the most likely to get an ETF, and that's because of the decentralization, no network outage. You see everything in terms of the loadout of Cardano. It makes perfect sense why people would want a spot ETF for Cardano. So we're going to wait patiently for the Bitwise Crypto Index Fund, BITW. That's going to be in New York Stock Exchange. I think that will be approved any moment. And let me know, guys, what are you thinking about this selection? Like, did you know about David Sachs? I told my brother, and he said that's a great pick. So people are kind of 50-50. I didn't know about David, but it looks like it's like a good selection. So far, it seems like we're getting a very pro-crypto administration. And in the words of Brad Garlinghouse, dream team. He said it with the exclamation mark. So yeah, I think we're going to have a good situation. People did highlight two tweets by David Sachs. Here we go. Right here. These two. So there were two tweets where he mentioned Cardano. Like, these are the only two tweets. And one was in 2022 where he said, I never tried to get in. I guess someone was trying to like brand it as in like he was trying to invest. And he said, the fact that you're just making this up is not a good look for Cardano. And then there was another one, which was older, about 3.5 years ago. He said, he was basically throwing some shade, but not really. He says, I've never come across a company pitching to build on Cardano. Never. Forget about an investment. I mean, a pitch. Again, like, it's just gentle. And that's 3 years ago, guys. I wouldn't say that's FUD or anything. Like, he's not slamming the network. Some people are saying that this is a terrible pick, but I don't think so. I think it's very gentle. I even said that it's just two very gentle tweets. I wouldn't be concerned. The fact that Charles is very blunt and direct and he's showing his support, the fact that Brad Garlinghouse is showing his support, and the fact that there could be a subcommittee underneath this and also a very pro-crypto SEC chair, I wouldn't worry about stuff like this, because ask yourself, where was your head space like 3 years ago? I was a completely different person 3 years ago compared to today. A lot changes in 3.5 years. So just something to think about. Let me know what you guys think about this pick for the White House AI and Crypto Czar. I would say I was kind of surprised to see it a combined role. I feel like maybe having Crypto Czar and then AI separate, I don't know why they were just merged into one. But it is what it is. I mean, David Sachs has a lot of experience with AI as well. So that's my thoughts, guys, right now. Exciting market. We continue to watch. And I'm just excited to see SNEK listing on Kraken. Hopefully, Binance, Kraken, more CNTs. See a lot more of this stuff with the pro-crypto administration. See the Bitwise Crypto Index Fund. And maybe, who knows, maybe a surprise spot ETF for Cardano. That would be superb. Let me know, guys. Again, you made it this far in the channel. Any tickers, what's the alpha, what's the special alpha for Cardano. Let me know the tickers in the chat. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.